Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I started training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu because my instructor made me. What I mean by that is, when I saw Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it looked like high school wrestling. And I had no interest in wrestling in high school, and I had no interest in learning Jiu-Jitsu. My instructor convinced me to stay after class, so I stayed and I participated in the Jiu-Jitsu class. And it was interesting, learning a choke, learning an armbar, learning how to take someone who's bigger than you and move them off of you. So from that standpoint, it was interesting. I told him I'd try a few more classes. And then maybe it was my 4th or 5th class. I tapped out a bigger, stronger opponent with, I don't remember if it was a choke or if it was an armbar, but what I do remember is the feeling I had after that, because I knew they didn't let me finish them with the choke or the armbar. I knew that that was something that I did myself, and they weren't letting me do it. So I just felt all this confidence that, you know what, if a situation came up with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I could protect myself. And with all the hundreds of students I've worked with since then, I've noticed the same thing with them. Because of how realistic the training is, I mean, once you learn the fundamentals, you learn how to move, you learn the positions, then you can do live rolling, where your partner's giving you resistance, and your job is to apply the techniques with resistance. And normally, the techniques don't work out the same way compared to when you're training where they're not giving you resistance. And this resistance is what teaches you the timing. When is the right time to actually pull the move off? What are going to be their common defenses or the common ways they're going to try to stop you? And then you start learning how to counter their common responses, and this leads you to what I feel is ultimate confidence, where you feel like regardless of what's happening, you know you have the ability and the tools to protect yourself.